as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn on us, so yes.
A pleasant good night, cycling fans and supporters. Welcome to the
175th edition of As the Wheels Turn. Andrew, it is hot and steamy outside. It's Easter weather here in Belize, but it will be even hotter in the studio tonight. We have a host of guests. I know you are excited. We have some big representation from CFB in the house. We have a young cyclist as well in the house. We have one of the bigger sponsors for cycling this year in the house tonight, so it's going to be definitely hotter than outside tonight. We want to say a welcome to all the fans watching locally and abroad. Good night.
Yes, well said. Yes, I come up early, so I beat it to the punch. I don't eat already, right? So, Mr. Logan, thank you again for the food. First of all, we now will do our intro with, we have a death announcement, I believe. I just learned of it just now. So, you probably could touch on that?
We do. Unfortunately, we learned about the news of the passing of Mr. Albert Butler. Albert is the older brother of Kenneth Butler, a fellow cyclist. Currently racing here in Belize. He is 76 years old, and unfortunately he passed today, early this afternoon, from lung cancer. So we would like to express our sincere condolences to the entire Butler family, especially Kenneth Butler and his wife and Butler, his son as well. Would like to, like I said, from the As the Wheels Turn family, share our condolences with their family and wish them all the best in this time of grieving.
Yes, of course, condolences from my family to the Butler family and their great loss. Yes, so we move on to birthday greetings. I have a few here. I have birthday greetings to Mr. Earl Janel, aka Rojo, Mr. Troy Gab Jr., the chairman of the Weekend Warriors, the chief, Rene Villanueva from Love FM, celebrated his birthday in the week. Jairo Campos, have birthday on Saturday tomorrow?
Saturday tomorrow. Day after tomorrow is his birthday.
Okay, so tomorrow is his birthday.
Saturday is his birthday.
Saturday is his birthday. I take today for Friday, but I live good. I don't have time. And we have an international birthday we have to mention. The great Bini Gimir, the rider from Eritrea. Man celebrated his birthday, so I have to mention that. You have any other birthday greetings?
Absolutely. Let's take a look here. See what we have. Mr. Isaiah Willisey, Facebook says it's his birthday.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Today, April 3rd, 64 years old. Wayne Moses' birthday was yesterday.
Okay, Wayne Moses.
April 2nd, correct. Happy birthday, Wayne. You mentioned Troy Gab. I believe that is all we have.
Okay, well, we want to wish each and every one happy birthday in this beautiful month of March. No, when April?
April.
Fool's Day.
April 3rd. Andrew's getting all mixed up today. I don't know if it's the early dinner or the excitement of all the guests we have in our studios
Well,
tonight.
I think we're belly full. That's why.
Yeah.
We're belly full. Yeah. We had let me mention something first. Before I talk about the races, I got a call from the president of the Cycling Federation. This man, he's in Jamaica. As you all know, four of our local riders are there in Jamaica taking part in a 3-day tour. You know the name of the tour?
No, we didn't get information, and unfortunately, we'd like to rely on CFP for that information. And when these things do come up, I'd like to urge, the president of the federation, Glenn Flowers, and whoever else is tasked with disseminating those information. Please reach out to us and please keep us informed and keep your viewers informed and your fans informed, because we want to support our local riders, but we also need to speak intelligently about these events that's going on, and we need that information. I tried earlier today when I learned about it, reaching out to one of the riders to see if I could get the information so we can mention it, right? But I understand it's a tour in Jamaica. I'm not sure how many days. I don't know when it starts.
3 days.
And we do know that the participating riders from Belize are Javin Gonzalez from G-Flow Cycling Team. We have Derek Chavarria from G-Flow Cycling Team. We have the addition of Carlton Robinson from Antonimala Alliance, and we have the Gorian Gabriel from Antonimala Digi Alliance as well. I believe they are linking up with 2 international riders, one from Italy, an Italian rider, and the other is a Caribbean rider.
Yeah.
So we don't know the names of those folks. Like I said, we would like to speak intelligently on this show and give out good, accurate information, but we are only as good as our source, and unfortunately, these information are kept, away from us for whatever reason. I keep asking for information so we can recognize our riders and recognize the events that's happening. So I plead to you guys in the future, reach out to us, let us know so we can garner support for you. And what that means, Andrew, the next events that are coming up, fans and sponsors are going to help these young men achieve their goals, right? So just kind of wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, I think somebody put up the name of the race. It's what they put up, Georgian again. It's the Jamaica International Cycling Classic.
Excellent.
So that's the name of the race. And it's something that helps.
And it starts tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow, and it's something that helps some very thanks. And they have some very good riders there representing from other countries, no? So it will be a great race. I'm not sure if we have any link that we'll be able to see the race on, but we want to wish you guys all the best.
Yeah. Usually there are live streams for those events, depending on the federation that's hosting it. What I would like to see, is a more structured approach to that, Andrew, which means that we identify a few international races every year, and then we put together, a team that will, represent Belize and represent Belizean cycling on a whole, right? And we can see the folks, you can agree with me on this, we can see the riders that participate on the international level. When they come back to Belize, would you agree that they ride at a different level?
They do, yeah. Well, as I said, I spoke to the president this morning, and he gave me the rundown of what really took place. That race, I think that the coach for young Phenom, Derek Chavarria, got the invitation. He couldn't make it, so he asked Mr. Flowers, and Mr. Flowers said he had sent his team, the G-Flow team. And so the registration was saying G-Flow. And when the riders got them, I tried to change it and say Belize national team, but they said it can't be Belize national team because we have two other international riders, and it was already registered under G-Flow, so they couldn't change it and put Team Belize or anything, so they had to stick with the G-Flow. So that's the reason why, it's actually sent me a letter, and I read the letter indeed, and so they warned him that if they not abide by the rules, then none of the guys can ride. So, we have to, certain things need to explain so the fans can understand.
And that's unfortunate. That's what I'm saying. So what we need to do is identify these races, and there are a lot of these races happening there. I'd like to see a more of a structured approach to these type of races instead of individuals just getting invited. We'd like to see more of a structured approach. You've got races in Guatemala, you've got them in Honduras, you've got them in Panama, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Panama throughout the year, and they're UCI races, so any federation can participate in those races. So we'd like to see, Belizean cycling pick out, maybe 3 or 4 of those races a year, Andrew. Prepare a team to represent Belize and put Belize on the regional map. So, hopefully that's something that we'll continue discussing, but we want to wish the best to our guys starting off the tour tomorrow. Best to that team. I'm sure the 4 individuals that are there, they're well prepared. They're riding very well right now, and hopefully we'll get some good results and be proud of those guys and celebrate them when they come back. And we will work on that, as a building block for future events.
Yes, awesome. So you want us to start off with the, we had what? We have 3 races to report on, right?
3 races.
3 races, yeah. So which one do you want to start first with? The first one, which was, actually I had 2 Sunday and Thursday this morning, Mr. Guns race. So let us start us first with the Crooked Tree Tilapia race held on Sunday morning.
Excellent. So Andrew, you have those results?
I think George have them up. I don't think they had podium pictures. They only have, they just have individual, like when the guys that have the podium with everybody on the podium. It's just people collecting their prize. But I think you have the. Yeah. So we have the information up.
Yeah, I got it top.
The top. We have the top 10. We have the top 10.
So put this up. Make a fix one there right now. Sorry about that. Right now. My apologies, guys.
So guys, Georgian is working on the Tilapia Fest race that happened this past Sunday in Crooked Tree.
Okay, all right, sure, coming it in.
Yeah, see this up.
So Crooked Tree Cycling Classic held last Sunday morning in the beautiful village of Crooked Tree, village, right? Village of Crooked Tree. Of course, Charles Leslie from Elephant Sun Cycling Team was first place. Devante Bennett, I think he ride on a touch, second place. Greville Young rides for Team Guns. He was third. Alex Pratt also rides for Elephant Sun, was fourth. Fifth, Leonard Ogaldes, a newcomer. Actually, that guy there come to the shop with a bike mark Tour de France, but the guy said he just ride around town, but he actually rode, and Mr. Guns tell me the man ride awesome, so he said man finished 5th. So he like a village man. Second was Justin Ortiz. And then there's a new 7th, Nigel Alvarado. He rides for Elephant Sons. Charles Garay, he also rides for Elephant Sons. Shane Young rides for Elephant Sons, and Steven Robinson, ring out the top 10th place, rides for Elephant Sons also. So, and then I think you had some village prize. You put up the name, right, George? No. Okay, yeah. I think I have the information on my phone. I have that information.
So Andrew, while you're looking for that information, we'll give a big shout out to the Elephant Sons crew, who kind of coordinated this race, did a nice job. So thanks to you guys for putting on a fantastic event. Charlie Leslie with his first win. Congratulations, Charles. I know you wanted a win, and you got your win. So.
Okay, so I have the results for it. So they call what the local guys. So the local guys, first was Ken Gab. Second was Steve Flowers. They call him Express. I think he rode last year when they had a race there. Third was Amir Jex Jr. for the village, and in 4th position was Carmelito Dominguez. In the junior event, first place was Tien Chi. Second place was Johan Choto. Third place, Travis Greenidge. And 4th place, Patrick Thompson. And then I have a female category. It was Giselle Chavaria first. And second, Alicia Bowman. I believe that's what the title look like, Bowman. So that rounds out the podium and prize given for the beautiful race there. Talapia Fest, I mean, it was a beautiful event, what I heard of now.
Absolutely. And it looks like the minister and the newly elected Marconi Leal Jr. was in attendance,
Right, okay.
handing out prizes. So it's nice to see these representatives showing up at these events and participating. So I
Right.
want to thank them for doing that as well.
Yes, man. So the Sunday, you had the Weekend Warriors, their version of the Belmopan Cycling Classic, Weekend Warriors Belmopan Cycling Classic. Was an awesome event. Maybe you could give the result on that. So George, you want to pull that up?
Sure. So this past Sunday,
This which
this past Sunday was an exciting race. It's the Belmopan Classic Weekend Warrior Edition, and that was hosted by the Weekend Warrior. Thanks to Mr. Troy Gabb for putting on that event and keeping us very active as the year progressed. The race was brought to you by the Honorable Anthony Mahler, BTB, as well as Leaning Palms Resort. Beautiful, newly open, and still they're working to get it up to adding some more attractions there, but newly open on the coastal road. So thanks a lot to Mr. Maynard Budd for contributing to that event and handing out some great overnight stays.
I got overnight for me and my wife, boy.
Excellent, absolutely. Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Yes, definitely.
It's sitting right there in the Caribbean Sea.
Good.
So you can actually catch your dinner
Perfect.
and then prepare it. So Andrew, the race started in Belmopan at the GG Field, and it was a neutral start to the Hummingbird Highway. And from there, it was total ruction and destruction in the heat and the brutal conditions of a headwind all the way from start to finish. It was about 54 miles total race. It started, like I said, in Belmopan, made a right turn on George Price Highway, went down to 8 miles roundabout, made a left turn into the John Smith Road, and made a right turn on Philip Golson Highway and all the way into the city, finishing at San Cas Plaza. It was a very active race from the start. Guys were trying to get away. We had 5 guys who got away early, right around mile 45-ish. 5 guys went clear from the peloton in the name of the newly returned to the peloton, V12, Sherwin Roca, riding unattached. We had Jose Choto riding for Troyer Treats. We had Philip Leslie riding for SPD. We had Gregory, the Bullet Lovell, riding for Lovell Cycling Team. And we have Oton Oliveira riding for Corozal Forwarders. So that was the 5 initial guys in the break. However, those guys were not riding as a cohesive unit. I think the strong headwind had something to do with it, Andrew. But they were not riding as a cohesive unit. They were, struggling. Some guys were pulling a little bit harder than other guys, and the group just didn't work. Had they decided to work and share the station prizes, they could have easily got a 2-3 minute gap, which would have been significant. But throughout the race, it was 30 seconds. We saw them, for the most part, dangling in the front, 30, 40 seconds, something like that. And it just didn't work out for them. They eventually got caught by a chase group. The chase group included guys like Brandon Catus, Steven Cabral. We had Taryn Tasher and a few other guys. So when they got there, more of the same took place. Not much cooperation either. So there was another group, the chase group, which included myself, Henry Moreira, a couple of whatever boys, the Mexican rider Julio So, and we ended up bringing those guys back around mile 11 or so. And it was one big group. However, two guys had fled the coupe before then. So around mile 17, Steven Cabral decided that he had enough of the games, and he took off solo. And it was a few seconds later that Gregory Lovell reacted, but he didn't have the legs to close Steven Cabral, who, like you said, was on some special jet fuel.
Yep.
Riding away with probably a 2-minute gap, and just riding away all the way in the city. So a phenomenal performance by Steven Cabral, winning that race for his second win of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very impressive performance. Came in solo. Greg Lovell ended up getting caught by Kent Bob Gabriel and Jose Choto, and they started a little attacking and war just outside of the city, outside of the finish line. And Gregory Lovell claimed second.
Yeah, George, you can put it up. Right? You can put it up.
Yeah, Bob Gabriel was third, and fourth was Jose Choto. Rounding out the podium in fifth place, Henry Moreira. In sixth place was Adrian Williams. In seventh place was Sam Vicio. Sam rides for Santino's cycling team. In eighth place was Richard Vera. In ninth place was Darian Anderson riding for Bundles of Joy. 10th place, rounding out the podium there, was Sean Gordon riding for Team Santino's. So again, your top 10 finishers in the A category. Steven Cabral riding for Cabral Marin. Cabral Marin / Road King Cycling. Gregory Lovell was second, riding for Lovell Cycling Team. Kent Bob Gabriel riding for SPD was third. With a phenomenal ride, Kent did. He said he wasn't sure who was in front of the race, so he thought that was the front of the race, and unfortunately, that kept him from going after the overall first place. But still a great ride by Kent Bob Gabriel, attacking right up the Halova Bridge and closing Gregory Lovell, and had a chance to claim second place, but still on the top 3 podium. Jose Choto for Troyer Treats was fourth. Henry Moreira riding for Bundles of Joy was fifth. Adrian Williams, Whatever Boys, sixth. Sam Vicio, Team Santino's, seventh. Richard Vera, eighth. Whatever Boys. Darian Anderson, Bundles of Joy, was ninth. And again, Sean Gordon riding for Team Santino's, Andrew, was in 10th place.
In the B category. Yeah. So
in the B category, it was Kenny Gladden was first. Kenny ride for Team Digi, and an impressive ride by Ken Gladden. Second place was your co-host Dwayne Wade, also claiming 4 of the 6 station prizes. Julio Sol, who was the winner of the Guns New Year's Cycling Classic, was third and riding for Team Santino's out of Mexico. Roque Matos riding for M&M Engineering was fourth. Mark Gentle riding for Milo's Sports Bar was fifth. Sixth was Warren Cowie, not pictured, riding for Team Santino's. And rounding off the podium, there were seven places in the B category. Scotty Bell out of Corozal riding for Corozal Forders. So great job, guys.
no, Libertad Forwarders.
I'm sorry, Libertad Forders. Thanks for that correction, Andrew. So fantastic job by those guys there in the A and B category. George, you can put up the C category, please. C category, Andrew, was Kenneth Leave Me Alone Butler. Kenneth Butler rides unattached. The Chief, Santiago Castillo Jr., was in second place.
Mm-hmm.
70, about to be 70 years old. Impressive. And another monumental ride there by Mr. Santiago Castillo Jr. Isaiah Willis in third place, riding for Team Santinos. Richard Gabriel, riding for, what's the name of their team?
Richard Gabriel did Team Medics.
Team Medics, correct. Thank you, Andrew. Richard Gabriel riding for Team Medics was fourth. Fifth was George Lovell Sr. riding for Lovell Cycling Team. And Vincent Payne was the last person on the podium. And he rides also for the Team Medics.
Right.
So congratulations to those fine young men for braving the elements. It was a windy and hot day, Andrew.
Definitely was.
So you had a catbird seat.
I always have front row seat. I always have the best seat in the house, D, and I enjoyed all the time. So I had a whole heap of fun.
Anything in particular you'd like to point out as far as that?
Boy, when when I was a total upset when everybody sprint for the prize, the Rockwell, the man chopping him and said, "That's it, he stopped work." And then of course when young Steven Cabral attacked them, young Steven Cabral attacked the group there at mile 17 and flew him solo all alone with his jet fluid. So
Excellent, very good. And again, thanks to all the sponsors for, well, first and foremost, thanks to Weekend Warrior and Troy Gabb and his team for putting on that event. Thanks to the sponsors, again, BTB, Anthony Mahler, the Honorable Anthony Mahler, and also Mr. Reynard Budd from Leaning Palms Resort. Thank you
yes,
guys.
the Mike Wagner come fifth.
Thank you guys very much.
When we have the
For category C,
C,
we got
George Lovell.
George Lovell.
but okay, so
Yeah.
Mike Wagner was in it too. Yeah.
Yep, so
Yeah.
apologize. Mike Wagner was fifth place from
Thanks, Ms. Cass,
M&M.
for keeping us in tune. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yes. So we missed that fifth place. So I'll put that up. Yes, D. So that completed the Weekend Warriors Belmopan cycling. Brave riders, man. You know, some brave riders. Not
Yeah.
me. I stay on a motorcycle.
Yeah, excellent. It was a great race, you know. We had a lot of fun in that race, and the winners won, and congratulations to all the winners. Again, in the A category, Steven Cabral. In the B category, Kenny Gladden. And in the C category, Kenneth Butler.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys, and we look forward to the next event on the calendar. Another race coming up this weekend, actually, the Gyro Campo birthday race.
We're not doing guns this morning.
Correct, we'll get to that.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
I just-
Yeah. I jumped the gun right there. Yes, so this morning, Mr. Guns held his 189th straight races Thursday morning classic. We don't call it now. Call it a classic, right? That so much so we call it Thursday morning classic. And when the dust settled, 3 in a row. Steven Cabral, 3 in a row. Steven Cabral in first place, riding for Cabral Marine. Second, Eric Trapp rides for G-Flow. So make I explain about this. So Mr. Guns called me and tell me that they only had 2 elite riders there. So what he did, he just called it like an open race. And so that's the reason why you have Eric Trapp in it. So third place was Henry Moreira, rides for Bundle of Joy. Fourth, Adida Zano, rides for Team Valvoline. Fifth, Brandon Catus, rides for Brandon rides for in a guns race. He ride as
Running Rebels.
Running Rebels, right? Okay, good. All right, I make sure I got right. Alvan Gillett rides for SPD/Culture. Joshua Rivas, I believe he rides an Attach. Darren Anderson, Bundle of Joy. Stephen Jurgensen rides that Mike Mann. He rides for Team Stinners, and among the top 10 position, Charles Leslie riding for Elephant Sons. And so the categories are there. So first, there's the top 5. The top 5, put it at George.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put it up by yourself.
Yeah, so we have Steven. So just the flip through. So Warren Cowie, Palace, second, and when you come third, Colin Mejia. That's in the B category. I think Guns only have A and B.
Correct.
And then the overall, well, as he mentioned, you know, had an A category that are open, so Steven Cabral, Eric Chop second, Henry third, fourth Atlee, and fifth Brandon Catus. So big up the gun cycling crew. And like you mentioned, this Saturday.
Correct. So next race on the calendar would be this Saturday, which will be the Hirocampo birthday race, which will be starting at 7 a.m. from Old Belize, and that's going west towards Hattieville, take a right turn, headed to Data Pro, take a U-turn, and return back the same way, finishing at Old Belize. So it's roughly about 38 miles, I believe, Andrew, and that should be an exciting race. There's A and B categories, I believe, and 60 plus might also be included as well.
Right.
So that's going to be a decent race. Keep us active.
And then Sunday brings the 24th running of the BL Junior Cross Country Cycling Classic. Could put that up, George. Yes, coming up. The 24th running BL Junior Cross Country Classic. So.
But before that, Andrew, we have a special ride.
Yes, we do have a special ride.
Saturdays at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
You want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so this Saturday we'll have a short ride. This will make 1 year exact that our good friend Wilbert Banks have gained his wings and left us. So the Cycling Federation did have a date of March, 30th of March to do the ride, but because of all the races, so we decided, the family, said, at least we could have an e-ride. So Saturday morning, we have a ride starting at 6 o'clock. The race starts by Ordonez Bike Shop, Central American Boulevard, George Price Highway, John Smith Road, Philip Golson Highway, Belize City, Central American Boulevard, and to Euphrates Avenue by the Banks residence. So we just want to pay tribute to our fallen brothers. We have Wilbert Banks, we have Kadeem Banks, and we have Edison Usher, 3 great gentlemen who played a huge role in cycling, bringing live streaming into your living room, and farmer cyclists, so we have to give them their flowers, you understand? Even in that, these gentlemen, if they were alive, they would be right out there. So I applaud them. I know they are looking down and said that they are happy that their work continues, no? So like I said, this Saturday, anybody want to join the ride, feel free. Just come there 6 o'clock. We left off sharp 6 because we want to reach back in time.
Yes.
Yep,
yeah. Is there registration?
No registration.
No
free,
registration.
Free. Yeah. So
no registration.
So we're gonna take a short break now.
Yeah. So we'll go to break now, guys. This break is brought to you by. Are we in break already, George?
No, we're not break yet. They just said the post I want to bring you in.
Yes, no, so we'll take a break, guys, and then we'll be back with segment number 2. This break is brought to you by 3.14 Pies and the Ordonez Bike Shop. We will be back shortly. Thank you very much.
Bike Chat, Oswald Bowman and family present the Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun.
And it's all going down Sunday, April 13th at the Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until.
Baby, Mr. Rock and come in.
Meet your favorite cyclists. Live entertainment from the Super Furia Band.
Hold on.
Along with Doggy King.
She come to tell me. She say me, say she say.
And musical niceness from Mr. Frisco and Bigger Ford. There's going to be a kids section with Bouncy Castle and more. Plenty of giveaways throughout the day. Bring out the entire family. Call 611-8294 for food vendor stall availability. Sunday, April 13th, a Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday at the Bird's Isle, starting at 4 p.m. Don't miss it. Bike Chat, Oswald Bowman and family present the Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun.
And it's all going down Sunday, April 13th at the Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until.
Baby, Mr. Rock and come in.
Meet your favorite cyclists. Live entertainment from the Super Furia Band.
Hold on.
Along with Doggy King.
She come to tell me. She say me, say she say.
and musical niceness from Mr. Frisco and Big Ford. There's gonna be a kids section with bouncy castle and more. Plenty of giveaways throughout the day. Bring out the entire family. Call 611-8294 for food vendor stall availability. Sunday, April 13th, a pre-cross country meet and greet family Sunday at the Bird's Isle, starting at 4 p.m. Don't miss it.
Welcome back, welcome back. Boy, what you have in the house? Papinas, welcome to the show, Steven.
Thanks, Mr. Adonis.
Three
happy
ro-
to be here.
3 races in a row.
Yes, yes. The numbers are ramping up, you know. Numbers are ramping up indeed. Yep.
Congratulations, you made my job very exciting Sunday. But I tell you what, you get some jet fuel in you know how that jet. Where the US, where the top plane for the fighter jet for the US Air Force?
The KC-16s.
Man, first time I hear that. Well, welcome, Steven.
Yes, Mr. Adonis. Happy to be here. Thanks. And D-Wade, likewise.
Yes. Welcome to the 175th edition of As the Wheels Turn. This is your first appearance on the show, and I thought, I'd bring you on. First off, though, Andrew, I'd like to say a special good night to a special viewer that's watching us all the way from California tonight. My dad, 94 years old, Mr. Elston Wade, Senior, watching the show for the first time in its entirety.
And
He's in California.
Why?
So,
good night, Mr. Wade.
Good night, Pops. I'm sure you'll enjoy the show. Dad's a big fan of young, strong men who are very ambitious and very driven. And I am very, very happy to have one of those individuals in here with us tonight. Steven Cabral, a fantastic young man, great example for what it is to be dedicated and determined. And as we can see, the results of his hard work is showing, right? Winning 3 races, the last 3 races that happened in his category, which would be the Gunsters race, the A&B race, the Weekend Warrior, Belmopan Cycling Classic, and then the Open Guns race this morning. So 3 different races, and he has won those races in a rather convincing fashion, all 3 races. So welcome to the show, Steven.
Yes, yes, great. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Like you mentioned, 3 races, in a row, 3-peat. All of them is just from just sheer will, and like David mentioned, we've been putting a lot of training and effort throughout the week, and consistency is just pretty much what I've always believed in, and that's what I've been implementing ever since. A little every day is better than starting and stopping over a period of time. So that's just I'm really glad to see the fruits of my labor, so to speak. So yeah.
Yeah, Steve, again, thank you very much for joining us. Do you mind introducing yourself to the fans, since you're kind of new here to the whole club racing and cycling scene? Might introduce yourself, tell them what you do, and kind of where you live.
Sure. Good night, everyone. Once again, my name is Steven Cabral. Originally, I do reside in the United States. I've been serving in the U.S. Air Force for about 6 years now. I've had an opportunity with my job to have a permissive leave status, which is kind of like an extensive time. I've let them know that I'm really interested in sports, especially cycling, and also I did a combination of personal leave to make a good time here in Belize. But yeah, I'm here now. My family is from here originally, yeah, I'm just really happy to be here. I've been riding around Belize ever since I was probably 17 years old, and my granddad, Mr. Angel Diamond Marin, big up, I know he's watching right now in the living room, my gran as well, Miss Erica Catus, always a big support. They're the ones that pretty much, were the foundation for me, and my young uncle, Anthony Marin, Beast Marin, we're the ones that started together, you know, and then we formed and we expanded to a big team, a bigger team, you know, having a junior team, you know, we have guys like Gianlino was, you know, Nation Isagiri and Andre Belial, and these were, you know, some of the guys from the start, from the Cabral Marine cycling team, you know, and I'm just pretty much carrying on when I could, you know, so when I'm here in Belize, I try to represent, you know, try to keep it going, just for the sake of my granddad. I know he loves it a lot. My dad out in New Jersey, I want to big up you, Dad, you know. You've also been a good support for me as well. My mother, Selene Wade, you know, through her, myself and Dewey are related, you know, on that side of the family. So,
that's where all the talent come from.
yeah, pretty much, right?
But thanks for saying.
Yes. So, just you know, I'll be in Belize for approximately another, like, you know, 4 to 5 weeks. So I was just trying to get as much as riding as I could, you know. So the fans stick around to see me more often, and all the other upcoming events that I can ride, I will be there. You know, God willing, and health and strength, you know. So
Yeah, I know that you'll be taking part in the 95th run of the annual Whole Central Cross Country race, right?
absolutely, Mr. Ordonis. That's one of the main reasons why I came. I haven't rode it since 2018, and I hope this time is a better showing, better turnout for me. You know, like I said, with all the training and consistency, I hope it's something that, you know, something special happened that day. You know, and just day by day taking it easy, and, you know, glad to have you know, coaching advice from my fellow colleague D Wade. You know, he's been a real instrumental role in myself, you know, teaching me a couple things or two about how to prepare for these races and nutrition, and the list goes on, you know. So big up to you, D Wade. Thanks a lot for that as well. And yeah, there you go. Awesome.
So Steve, I know the cross country race. I've ridden 5 of it. Andrew, you have ridden a host as well. You have ridden that race before, like you said. You know, you haven't been as successful as you like to be. This is the most committed I've seen you in your preparation for this race. Tell us a little bit about, you know, your preparation, how you're preparing for April 19th, and what is your goal for that race.
So my preparation is pretty much every single day, you know. You have to wake up in the morning, and you have to have that goal in your mind. It doesn't, you know, it's something in every little aspect of the day. You have to have that goal implemented in your brain to say, hey, I'm drinking it, as simple as I'm drinking this bottle of water. It is towards that goal to hydrate my body. So my point is just that you have to be consistent all around, and that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to, you know, keep my nutrition straight. Again, the workout, you know, many days, long rides, 6-hour rides, some 3-hour rides, and also we cannot forget, you know, we're not machines. We have to recover as well. So have to be in bed pretty soon. Try to not be up all the time, because these things are not good for recovery, you know. So, and in regards to the big day, when that day comes, I plan to do well. I hope to do well. All the training, you know, hope it comes to pass, and I can actually make a top 10, you know, or even better. So that's my goal, to make a top 10 at least. Granted, you know, we don't have any kind of mechanical failures on that day, you know, and all those other stuff, you know. So my fans, you know, out there, I want to say I really appreciate all you guys, all the words of encouragement along the past week. You know, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and tell me a lot of good things that they see in me. A lot of times I didn't really believe that I can do certain things that happen. So thanks to the fans for the support as well. You guys are huge. You guys are huge towards us actually performing sometimes, you know, mentally, you know. So yeah, that's my hope. My hope is to make at least a top 10 on a big one, you know. So hopefully it turns out that way for us.
Excellent. And I know Andrew and myself, we're big fans of you, Steven. Andrew was excited on the live and talking about the special jet fuel that you had in you and flying away with this race, right? So you created a lot of excitement. We do have some other guests that we'll have to bring on. So thank you very much for your time. But what we want to do, Andrew, is give you an opportunity to maybe thank your little support system, maybe your sponsorship. I know you're affiliated with another team in the U.S. You might want to mention that as well. So if you can take a few minutes and wrap things up.
Yeah, for sure. In the U.S., I race with a team, a quick team. They're called the Road Kings. They are pretty much a Dominican team, so in Espanol, los Road Kings. That's how they call themselves, So, pretty much really grateful for the opportunity you guys gave us and for having me on the show as well. I just want to say thankful to my family again. Mom, Selena Wade, Dad, Steve Cabral Sr., my younger brother, Stefan Cabral. You guys are really instrumental from the very since I started. And thank you guys. I love you guys a lot. And that's pretty much I got for now. One last thing, sleep on Big Rich Lewis. We really miss you a lot. He was one of the biggest supporters that believed in me when I really didn't believe in myself. And so sad that he could not be here, but he lives on in all of us. And I know I think about him all the time because I know how much he had this vision. So I want to say, sleep in peace, Big Rich, and you're never forgotten.
Yes, Sunday in the live, I say Big Rich is up above drinking that wine and celebrating, because if he was here, he would make a lot of noise, because he was one of the ones that said, Andrew, Steven is training hard. Look at he showed me pictures of you, very fit. He said, a man lose so much weight, the weight training. So definitely. And Sunday when the race finished, I love to see how your family was there to support you. You understand? It shows the family support. It's a huge thing, and it keeps an athlete giving them drive, to do better and to be successful.
Absolutely, Mr. Nones.
Absolutely, and Steven, Andrew is definitely an example, of other young men. They can look at him, his peers can look at him for inspiration. What he's been able to do in a short period of time, and that is just done through hard work and dedication and discipline. There's no other, secret or special sauce to it. It's showing up every day. We've got a little group together, myself, him, Dijon, Sean Gordon, and whoever else wants to join in, just hit me up. I'll add you guys in. But basically what we do is we ride our bikes and we have fun. We show up and we ride our bikes, and we don't care how hard the training is. We put it in, and you'll see the results, right? Obviously, Dijon was on a nice trajectory going up. He took a couple of weeks off slower for some personal reasons, but Steve continued with it. I'm continuing with it. So guys, if you want success, it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, and there's no other secret to it. But if you want it, it's there. I'm willing to help. Steve is willing to help. So hit us up and let us know how we can help you guys achieve your goal. Steve's goal is going to be top 10 in the cross country on April 9th, and I have no doubt that if everything goes well, he will be successful. So, Steve, thank you again for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. And all the best in the future. All the best on Saturday. I know you'll race that race on Saturday as preparation, but most importantly, you will achieve your goal on April 9th. Thank you.
Thank you, Hugh. Thank you. And thanks, Mr. Norris, for having me.
Anytime, you know that. Thanks for being here. So we'll take a break.
Andrew will take a short break, and then we will bring in our other guests. Would like to apologize. They are already waiting and excited to be a part of the show. So we'll go to break. Again, this show is brought to you by
Adonis Bike Shop and 3.14 Pies.
Bike Chat, Oswald Bowman and family present the Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday.
Let's get it, funk up on that fun up.
And it's all going down Sunday, April 13th at the Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until.
Baby, me say rock and come in.
Meet your favorite cyclists. Live entertainment from the Super Furia Band.
Hold on.
Along with Doggy King.
She come to tell me. She say me say she say.
And musical niceness from Mr. Frisco and Bigger Ford. There's gonna be a kid section with Bouncy Castle and more. Plenty of giveaways throughout the day. Bring out the entire family. Call 611-8294 for food vendor stall availability. Sunday, April 13th, a pre-cross country meet and greet family Sunday at the Bird's Isle, starting at 4 p.m. Don't miss it. Bike Chat, Oswald Bowman and family present the Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun.
And it's all going down Sunday, April 13th at the Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until.
Baby, me say rock and come in.
Meet your favorite cyclists. Live entertainment from the Super Furia Band.
Hold on.
Along with Doggy King.
She come to tell me. She say me say she say.
And musical niceness from Mr. Frisco and Bigger Ford. There's gonna be a kid section with Bouncy Castle and more. Plenty of giveaways throughout the day. Bring out the entire family. Call 611-8294 for food vendor stall availability. Sunday, April 13th, a pre-cross country meet and greet family Sunday at the Bird's Isle, starting at 4 p.m. Don't miss it. Bike Chat, Oswald Bowman and family present the Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday.
Welcome back, welcome back. We have some special guests in the house. We'll allow them to introduce themselves.
My name is Cabral Enriquez. I'm the Senior Corporate Communications Officer at the Belize Electricity Limited.
Welcome.
And good night, sorry, Leticia Westbay, General Secretary for the Cycling Federation of Belize.
Well, we know that this weekend brings the 24th running of the BL Junior Cross Country / Youth Girls Cross Country. And I know that BL is the corporate sponsor for this event.
Right.
So it's a huge event, and I know BL have been, involved with this sport of cycling for years, and we are happy to have you guys on board, doing an awesome job. So I'll let you guys, give more details on this massive event coming up.
Right, so BL is very proud to be the title sponsor of this event. So we've been sponsoring this race since 2014. Embedded in our mission is contributing to national development and productivity of enterprise. So, what better way to contribute to national development than by supporting youth development? So, sport and youth are big pillars in our community outreach program that we always like to support. So this race is something that we're very excited to host on Sunday. We've been supporting it for a while, and we're also very excited that we've been adding the female category to this race because we're about inclusivity as well. So we want to promote more female cyclists.
Perfect.
And welcome, Mr. Enriquez. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your busy schedule to join us here on As the Wheels Turn. I want to say personally thank you as well for your support, continued support, in Belizean cycling. Like the secretary said, 11 years. BL has been partnered with the Cycling Federation of Belize. That's some serious commitment there. And also some other special races. I know you have been instrumental as well, helping the Bernie Swade Memorial Foundation with donations. So I want to thank you for that. I wanted to ask you one question. You did mention the importance of youth and sports as it relates to the corporate vision for BEL.
Right.
Is there any other interest specifically around cycling for yourself or?
Myself personally, or for BL?
Both.
Yeah, so BL also, we have our cycling club, the BL Megawatt Cycling Club. And so the company have a lot of employees who are interested in cycling. So they will also be a part of, the race on Sunday as well by helping to facilitate the ending and different logistics too. So personally, I am somebody who follows cycling, but I've never been a cyclist myself. but it's a very unique and it's very good sport, so I should probably start getting involved myself.
Excellent, excellent. What's the name of the cycling club you said?
BL Megawatts Cycling.
Megawatts.
Excellent, excellent. And you guys participate in like club rides or club races internal here?
Yes, we definitely do.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, definitely make us aware of that so we can, give your riders and employees a little bit of highlight throughout the year. And again, thank you for your commitment to police and cycling.
Just to note that they have been around megawatts, BL megawatts have been around for a while. All the social rights they were participating in so for the past few years.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Excellent,
so,
excellent.
Yeah.
Something very important I wanted to add about this race as well is that the entire race will be live streamed and you'll have the drone coverage for its entire race. So all the way from Sokots to Belize, they will be utilizing a drone that will be capturing the event live from start to finish. So footage will be aerial on the ground with live commentating. So I think that's a treat for cycling fans to have different views of the race.
That's
I think that's definitely something good that has been added.
Just to add there, going back to what he shared there about the women. Last year was the first year that you guys realized that we introduced the youth separate, riding racing separate, and they have always been supporting the youth male and female, the junior male and youth. And when we basically discussed with them and says, listen, this is what we wanted to do, they quickly embrace it. And this is our second year having the women riding on in their own cross country in terms of the junior youth. So
fantastic. And that drone coverage, by the way, will definitely add a different layer and excitement.
They did it last year. I don't know if you guys recall. They did it last year. There was parts of the race.
Can you press the button? Sorry. Yeah. No, right on the receipt at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Because you mute it when you press it. I don't know why.
Oh.
The same button you used to turn on. I'm telling you.
There
we go.
Yeah. So last year they did do the drone coverage throughout the entire, from start to finish, and we are trying to see if we can get them to also. I'll put him on the spot for the cross country.
Right. So every year we're trying to do it bigger and better and improve, because the drone is actually very high definition, so high quality footage.
Yeah.
So I hope the fans and everybody viewing locally, internationally really appreciate that as well.
They did some tests and he wanted to share the footage, but unfortunately he said it was too big to, or they wanted to fine tune it so that you guys can share it on live stream. Share it today to see, anticipate what was coming up.
But you know what? It will look good on the race report next week.
Definitely.
So thank you for implementing that and reintroducing it again this year. So thank you.
Actually, this is something that we want to bring out the entire community, because of course, supporting youth, supporting young men, these are going to be the same young men who are going to be participating in the official cross-country race a few years from now. They'll be riding internationally. So we want to help them develop in this sport. So that community support, the support from BL employees, support from community as a whole is very important to help them, keep them motivated and to help them grow in this discipline. So we're encouraging everybody from the general public to just come out and let's make this a big event, a memorable event.
Fantastic, excellent. And Leticia, you have some additional information for us as well as it pertains to...
Actually, I feel good because this is the first time I have everything basically ready for this race. I shared earlier with the teams, we had our technical meeting earlier. We have 33 junior youth riders participating. We have from Griga Cycling Club, Valvoline Cycling Club, G-Flow, Chavaria, Rolling Shutters. We have a couple new teams, Velocity Viper Cycling Team, Alford Cycling Team, and we have 4 unattached riders, and one team from Guatemala, which you guys know him, Kevin Rojas. Kevin Rojas, yeah. So that's a total of 33 junior youth riders that will be participating, and as you see that we're adding more in terms of that means we have more. The more we get more kids, we will allow them, because especially the guys, because we get them off the street, right? So we have had more people express. For the women,
Great initiative. Just before you jump into the women, my question to you would be, if you are a young man and you're interested in cycling, you've been training for a little bit, and you wanted to try the cross country, what is the process of doing that? And is there any age limit?
the youngest we try to have, or we allow at this point in time is 14. That's where is the cycling constitution has it. 14, and a junior rider is up to 18. 18 meaning if you're 17 this year, and at this year's up today, you're 17, but you're gonna be 18 in December. In cycling year, you're basically 18 from the 1st of January. So this would be your last year riding as a junior rider, and then we move up to what we call the under 23, meaning you're gonna go ride with the big guys. So we have from 14, your child might be 13 this year till December, and you want that person to ride in the race as of January 1st. They were in cycling, they're 14 from the 1st of January. But you can sign up, register, and from there we request a UCI code for the athletes, and we use that code now to register a rider as we go into, as you know, things have transitioned. Data privacy and all these things are in place, so we can at least sharing what we used to do, sharing all their details in that sense when we have our reports and in that regard. So it's a UCI code which is identifiable anywhere, any federation you can go, and they're asking your information and you give them that code, they will have access to your data because it's a system from managed by UCI. So
excellent.
So Leticia mentioned, that 14 is the minimum age. However, we'll be having separate special races for kids. We want to build that interest in sports and cycling and discipline from an early age. So we'll have children from as young as 3 years old all the way up to 11 participating in some races around the BEL headquarters on the Philip Golson Highway. So that will also be a part of this event on Sunday. So while the junior riders will be coming in from Cayo, we'll be conducting children's races near the BEL headquarters on the highway.
Fantastic.
No, that area will be closed off,
right,
so that they can have those activities. So it will be a safe area for the families to bring out their kids, particularly those who are sponsoring the rider, supporting the riders, family and friends and supporters. You can come out and basically join them. We ask one thing is that please do not bring any alcoholic beverages, particularly with in the area, because this is a part of what we do, and this is part of BEL's corporate responsibility, right, that you're not allowed to have drinking around kids. This is, I know other places it happen, but this is part of it, and we want to respect in that regard.
Even though it's a celebratory occasion, it's still a family-friendly event, so we want to be...
And it involves kids. And
so we want to be safe and responsible.
And Mr. Enriquez, another question is for the families who are listening to the show and want to participate on Sunday, what's the process of doing so? Let's say they have a couple of kids that wants to race.
Right. So the process, we would have to sign up with BEL, and then we would include you on our listing and to get you into the system to be able to participate. So I have to mention as well that we have several prizes, a lot of prizes for the kids. We have prizes for the different categories. We have about 20-something station prizes, as well as 16 prizes for the top finishers at the finish line as well. So we have incentives and prizes for participants and those who perform well. So we want to incentivize everyone to join and participate and grow the amount of persons every year who participate in these races.
Fantastic. And there's still time for the special races, the younger kids to sign up with?
Yes.
So you can sign up on the day of the event. Excellent. You can come out there. But I go back to basically highlight the participants. For the women or the females, we have Griga, Ariel Gordon. It's 7 of them, so I can give them their due respect. And I know that Andrew has been highlighting the riders who are participating this weekend. Chelsea Gillett and Jamelia Gladden from Imani's cycling team. Irene Baki from Williams Racing Development. Liane Choto from Troyer Streets. Kelsey Castillo, she's an unattached rider, and Brandy Zoll, who is from Team Kayo. So these are 7 young ladies. Of this, we have 4 youths and 3 three junior riders in that regards. They have station prizes for the women. The station prizes at Jaguapa because they start at Cotton Tree. We have station prize at Jaguapa, La Democracia substation. The top of the hill at mile 26 on the climb, the reverse of mile 24 climb. Gracie Rock Junction, Hattieville, Westlake Gas Turbine, Chatham Street Bridge substation, and across from the BL's headquarters on the Philip Coulson Highway. Most of it are basically vouchers. Again, going back to what we have as the rules, we try not to give the kids money. It's just in-kind gifts, but they have also included through their megawatts team. They have solicited money to give the kids at the same time. For the junior, it's more or less starting at the race is scheduled to start at Benke at the Sokots Ferry. However, we understand that they're still not finished, and we will have a rolling start until after where the road construction is. So we start with a prize at Black Rock entrance, Contiki Switchyard, Central Farm, Camalote Switchyard, Hector Silva Airstrip, Jaguar Park cutoff, La Democracia substation, top of the mile 26 hill climb as well, Gracie Rock Junction, Hattieville, Westlake Gas Turbine, Chatham Street Bridge, and across from the BL compound on Philip Coulson. So that's the station prizes that we have. And then the finishing prize, these are some nice prizes for the youths. You get a trophy for the first place for the male, a Galaxy Tab A9, a clipped Extreme Touch Buds, that's a headset or earpiece, and $200 gas station, as well as we have to highlight Miss Solly R. Grace, who has always donated the garland. She continued to maintain that that support for the junior, the women, and the elite cross country. Second place is trophy, Samsung Galaxy Tab 9, A9, 150 stationary vouchers. Third place trophy, a JBL Flip 6 portable waterproof speaker and $100 stationary voucher. Fourth is a medal and a JBL Clip 5 portable waterproof speaker and a $100 stationary voucher. Fifth place is a medal, JBL Tune 520 wireless headphone, and a $100 stationary prize. And for the youth, male youth, it's a trophy. It's basically the same prizes for that. For the women, first place is a trophy, Galaxy Tab A9 and a Clip Extreme Touch Bud. Second place, and $200 stationary voucher. Second place trophy, Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 and $150 stationary voucher. Third place is trophy, JBL Flip 6 portable waterproof speaker and a $100 stationary voucher. That's for both the women junior and the women youth. So I believe those are good prizes for these kids, for them to participate. Just, I want to say this, we know that some of the kids have been turning in their handles, and it's not acceptable. It's against the rules for UCI. So we had our technical meeting and advised that they need to ensure their bikes lever are set properly. If not, they will not be allowed to ride. So we remind all teams. We had that meeting with the team. Using a protractor, you can use that protractor following the guidelines we have shared, and it should not be beyond 10 degrees angle from the center in that side. So it can be easily done using a protractor. I know they keep saying, oh, they have to have a certain tool, but looking back at the whole thing we reviewed, and we said to start with, it's a 90 degrees if you see there, and you use up, it tells you where you can put the protractor, and we can basically make sure that they're in line with what is required. No expensive tool is needed. We are back to basic in that regards, no? So that's where we at.
Fantastic, and I was looking at the prize list, and I see just BL, and I want to again thank your commitment, Mr. Enriquez and BL, for the continued support, especially in the youth and young people categories. That is very commendable, and we would like to encourage other corporations here in Belize to jump on board as well. We know DJ and BTB have been quite instrumental, but beyond that, we have a vast amount of corporations here in Belize, who can definitely come on board. Cycling is a very, very hot sport right now, and I think there's value, from cycling that cycling can provide to corporations. What I'd like to ask is, I know you guys, from a corporate perspective, you have that initiative to support sports and support young people, but do you see a value tied from a marketing perspective with cycling and your corporation?
Do I see a value tied?
Is there a value proposition there? Are you gaining anything from the exposure from
branding?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, like I said, we want to do it because we care about the communities we serve. So that's the first priority. That's the primary purpose of why we're engaging in these type of events. So these young persons, they need the support from the community. They need the support from, you mentioned, corporations like BEL. They also need the exposure. So all of that will help them in their careers and to develop in the discipline. So the value proposition, of course, primarily is to give back to the communities that we serve. That's the main thing.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
And I guess in terms of trying to attract more, as you said, corporate, earlier this year when we start discussing possible sponsors for because as you know, we're hosting the Caribbean Elite Championship. We were told by members of government to remind some of the corporate when you're asking that government has provided a tax exemption for sponsorship to sports. So in terms of, I know there are several sports, but as D. Wade indicated, cycling is one of the sports that brings a lot, and it's there. I know we have the challenge of our riders on the road asking, and some motorists are not kind in that regards, but at the same time, we have no other alternative to practice or the guys to train, and so for some they might see it as a little nuisance, but it's keeping them off the streets in doing something positive in that regards. And they also note that they also have families, so we can wait just 5 seconds or 15, 20 seconds until whatever vehicle passes, then we can pass the guys on the road. I go back to the history of cycling, and I've been doing a lot of reading, trying to find out more about the cycling and when it started, one of the mandates was that cycling was supposed to be used as a way to improve the roads of Belize. And I can see today where it still is. Cycling is, although we know as motorists, we complain about the road, right? But when we are having a big event and the road is not conducive for the cycling and the cyclists and the bikes, we called on the Ministry of Infrastructure. We sent our letter requesting support to make sure that the road is improved at best for them to compete. So the motorists might need to understand that the cyclists also, by being there on the road, they also bring positive value to them for their personal vehicle in that sense. No? So that's part of the actual history of when cycling, the inception of cycling in Belize. So that is right there. What is the purpose of why we are doing cycling in Belize? So we're close to celebrating 100 years.
And I want to add this. Did you realize that BL we could have a history-making event this year by we are having 2 young men taking part, that their father were previous cross country junior cross country champion, and they will be participating, and they both have chance of becoming the first dad and son duo to actually win the cross country. So it will be on BL's resume. I mean that you guys the first one to have a father and son. So we have young Keith Enright Jr. And we have young Jamal Tablada Jr. So 2 juniors will be partaking in this weekend race, and like I said, if any one of them win, BL will be the first to say, well, we had the first father and son duo. So,
right. So this is exactly why we're keeping it on the right?
So you're keeping it a family event, right? A family event. So I guess we can safely say that BL will still be our sponsors for a few more years, even till we reach 100 years. Huh? Yeah.
Well, from the looks of it, they're very excited to be a part of it. And the thing I like is that it's a part of your corporate structure.
Definitely.
You know, and I'm sure there are other corporations out there who have, that, as part of their initiative as well. Perhaps they haven't seen the value yet. As BL have seen the value, and we'll continue reaching out to them. Shows like this and your participation is going to be instrumental in spreading that message, right? Especially our social awareness. All of us know how it is here in Belize, and we are losing young people every day to violent crime. And sports, not only cycling, but sports in general, will give them an outlet.
Definitely.
To be doing something different than, being led or influenced in the wrong direction. So that's our goal, number one goal, like you quite say, is to focus on the kids. And
definitely,
as we bring these shows, Mr. Enriquez and Leticia, as we bring these shows to the public, that's kind of one of the messages that we wanna spread out there, and we want these corporations to get more involved, because what that's going to do is just going to add to that energy. And what we're trying to do is keep young people motivated, keep them excited about sports, which will translate into the classroom and making better, better citizens.
Right, a whole lot of positive benefits by having young persons engage in sports, because we have a very young population. A large percentage are below the age of 30 or 35, a very high percentage, So giving them a positive outlet is something that will definitely contribute to national development. Like I mentioned earlier, embedded in our mission is to contribute to national development. So what better way to do that than to focus on the youth of our country, to invest in them. This will help them physically, mentally, in a whole variety of different positive ways.
So we applaud your efforts for that. Thank you, and thanks.
I just have to add, dealing with these athletes and in preparing for the events, I have to say that the parents are there behind them. A lot, communication, I have communicating with them, and I feel good because to know the interest that they express or are given to their kids, in terms of in support of the sport, in support of doing something positive. We had, I think 2 weeks ago, or 2 races ago, the Belmopan Classic, we had an accident, if you guys remember that. Khalil Gentle from Whatever Boys, he crashed around mile 10. I think he crashed, he and Paulita. They had a crash out there, and he had, I think he fractured his hip, and he had also injured messed up his hand, while Paulita had gotten before this other accident, Paulita got a gush on her hand. So there was a major accident out there, and just to know that, the mother still kept a positive outlook on this, the impact that her son had and everything, but kept a positive, and yeah, I know this is part of the sport, and I know he's going to come back in that regard. So, those are positive things to have parents to really be supporting their kids in that way. Yeah.
Accidents is definitely an unfortunate part of what we do, but we want to send our best wishes and get well soon to those folks that were involved in those accidents. But excellent.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys would like to add for this upcoming weekend?
Yeah, so once again, I just want to encourage everybody to come out to BL headquarters Sunday for the culmination of this event. It's a very great event, it's a very positive event, a very family-friendly event. So we are actually encouraging the next generation of cyclists who will be on the big stage, who will be competing internationally. We're supporting them and giving them all that support and motivation to continue participating and building their craft. So that's what we're trying to do, and yeah, that's what we're trying to do for them to continue on the right path. So please, we wish for everybody to come out and have a good time, to support, and to let this event continue being a great success.
Yeah, absolutely excellent. And again, we applaud you from as the Wheels Turn show, Andrew. I know Andrew, he's very excited about the kids because he has a summer program as well, and that he and some other folks organize and getting these kids out there, like you said, from the age of 3 years old, 4 or 5, and different categories. So it's exciting to hear that that's going to be part of Sunday. So I encourage all you parents, bring out the kids. All these kids are going to be excited. They're younger.
Any bike will do. It doesn't have to be a road bike.
Just
because
a
that
helmet,
seems
right?
to be that's just a helmet, a bike, and a helmet. Because many of the kids, you get this, but I want one of the road bike, and it doesn't have to be basically a road bike. You can get any bike. Most kids should be starting out with a BMX bike. That is where cycling should start for most kids.
Excellent.
And come out and have fun, that's the main thing. Come out and have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Come out and have fun.
Yeah.
Great.
And you might be inspiring the next, like Mr. Enriquez said, the next cross-country champion might have ridden in one of these special low classics before the classic, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's the goal.
Right.
And what else would, the kid is 5 years now, and another
10 years. Less than 10 years.
let's say 15 years, when he's 20, he could be a cross-country champion, right?
And some of these kids might be discovering.
Well, junior is.
Some of these young kids might be discovering that they have a talent that they didn't know they
Exactly.
had. So.
Exactly. So true.
And the more opportunities like companies and corporations like yourself, like BEL, give these young people, that's how you will find out, if they like it or not. And so I encourage you guys, bring out the kids so they can have fun while their bigger brother or bigger sister go out and compete in the big races. They're winning their slice of the excitement as well in the smaller races. So thank you guys tremendously. I think it's a fantastic event. I'm excited to see the footage, that drone that you mentioned.
Right.
I see international races and how the finish is coming in, so I can just imagine.
We'll share the footage from the sample that he wants to share. So if you guys, Andrew could share it out, sometime before the weekend.
Definitely.
But I would like to say, on behalf of the cyclists and the Cycling Federation, thank BEL, thank you, Mr. Enriquez, for taking the time out, and thanks to BEL for taking on this task of supporting our youth.
Yeah, you're very welcome. We look forward to continuing this partnership.
Fantastic. And Andrew, I know that CFB has some big news. Anything you'd like to share with us?
Well, I can. I guess we have been working hard we had during the latter part of the year last year, we have been working to work on a reset and try to start back the sport from scratch. And part of that brought about, we need new vision, and we basically on the first, we launched our new logo. The Cycling Federation of Belize have a new logo to basically motivate and get people more into something new, something different. Part of that also, as I said, we have submitted to UCI Solidarity Program, and we have gotten training approved. We are waiting for them to release. So we'll be having training for at least 20 coaches, basic coaches, online training for 20 coaches, 20 mechanics. It's what is known as a starter program. I think when we went to the Congress in February, we were informed that it was approved, and so we just need to prepare for that in that regards. In addition to that, we will be getting for 20 commissaires. Those are important things that we want to see, that is needed. People who will be certified and be allowing people to continue to take on those tasks and move up the ranks. For the coaches, I think it's up to category level 4. We also we got an offer, and I think you saw that. We offered to the team on a first come. There was one opportunity, for a person to do a level 2 coach. So hopefully the approval comes, they can do the basic, so that when they go to do the level 2, that they already have that background. But if not, you can also do a level 2 without having to, because it kind of refresh. And of course, being around cycling, you already know, you have an idea of it, no? But so we have the starter package with 5 bikes coming. We haven't gotten any as yet, but those will be coming, I guess, by the summer. But so that is what we want to use as part of our program. We want to introduce for women, or trying to attract more young ladies to the sport. I know we have a new Minister of Sport, and I know we have, just like you guys, I guess, waiting for the track. We have expressed to them that we would like them to improve the track on our behalf. Even from last year, while attending this Congress, I've been lobbying and trying to get support in terms of what is needed to have a good track. Unfortunately, when we say track, we know what we're talking about. They are looking at track for a velodrome. I had to say, no. So the response was, oh, you need a race finish. I was shared some information just honestly before we had the transition to a new minister. So when he did that, I basically quickly shared, this is how a track finish should look like, and giving him dimensions and all that. So I hope I'm putting him on the spot, if anything. Hope that we can move forward to have the necessary, what we need, the infrastructure to support the development of cycling. Why? Just like what Andrew is waiting, because that track is a safe area for us to have kids as compared to the streets. We inconvenience the motorists, and at the same time, so we have to be mindful of that. And people sometimes, I think I want to go somewhere and then I'm not getting. So if we have a safe area, we can keep kids and have them, because at the end of the day, we'll be responsible for these kids. So if we can get that going, I know that is on his top of his list as well, because when he says, yes, I'm going to be working on that. And we also work with him, because thanks to Mr. Morillo, Colville Morillo, who was, every day he was there at the track to get the response to get that track cleared. He even took his own time and went to Belmopan and get all done and find out what is the process. He also followed up to know that it was, yes, the request was there, and he had a copy. So I was able to provide, which he shared with me, and I was able to provide to the minister, to the ministry.
So now is the track cleared?
It's in process. It's in process. It hasn't been finished, and so that is going on. And of course, I think the last we spoke at the Romulus traffic, the minister said he's getting an architect to come and look at it, how he can fix it, the area. One of the model I shared with him was a cycling area with other sports. So that is what we know Marian Jones of. So it was an ideal opportunity in that regards. No? So hopefully we can look at that model and see how we can bring it back, or implement it. But our goal, all of us, I think, want to see a nice track or a nice race finish area in that regards. Yeah. No, but other than that, I mean, we are working the importance of the commissaire too, to make sure the integrity of the race, while we also have to look at, we will be hosting the 2025 Caribbean Elite Championship. So I guess as we're done with cross country, that's full steam ahead, although we will have our National Road Championship in June, at the end of June. But the efforts now full steam ahead. We have already had discussion with Caribbean Cycling Union on what we need to get to start prepare on, and so we'll be putting that. But of course, as I said, right now this is our busy time to ensure. So that's where we're at, and trying to make sure that we work and try to see how we can develop our riders so that they can go outside, compete effectively as compared to going out there just for it. Idea of sending riders, we want riders who will be able to deliver for us, because again, the same public will come back and criticize our riders if they don't finish. So it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation in that regards. And whatever support we can get for them, that's what we will appreciate.
I have a question.
Go ahead, George.
A lot of the viewers, they said that there should be more financial prize. Is there any financial prize? Sorry if I missed it.
On this race?
Yeah.
No, it's a junior youth race. And the more thing is about for them to find the joy in the race, in competing, and that for them to basically want and develop something to want to compete at the best, and it doesn't have to be for money. But in terms of for races in general, we try our best. I can say is that we have never gotten the sponsorship that we request or the finance that we request for the races that we have held.
So I look at the prizes, and like you said, there are no monetary value, but there's value.
There's value.
They're
Yeah,
very valuable
there's
prizes.
no cash. There's no cash.
value.
There's
Not
limited.
cash
There's
prizes.
Yes, but
There are many prizes and
Yeah.
station prizes.
I mean,
and
and
that
very
has
good.
a lot of
Exactly.
value.
A lot of value, and I was
Even though
looking.
it's not cash prizes, the prizes still hold a lot of value.
100%.
A lot of electronic items,
Absolutely.
trophies, and
You're
different.
talking about a tablet, a headset, all
Right,
those things
right. Things
that you're
value.
getting. Those are valuable
We're just
things.
not giving out cash, but
No
you're giving
cash.
out
But
gift certificates.
I think
and
his question was more to other races that we have, and there's no money,
okay.
there's not enough. Unfortunately, we try to do with what we get in that regards.
And I think you guys are doing a fantastic job, to be honest. There's never enough money when it comes to prizes, if you ask a rider, right?
Yep.
If he wins $10,000 first place, he wanted $15,000. So I think looking back, since I started cycling here in Belize 6 years ago, I think cycling has came a long way. I think the energy, the excitement behind cycling, for example, what BL is adding to not only this race in particular, but races throughout the year. BL, you have DJ, we have BTB, we need to work on some other corporate sponsors, but those are coming. Those are going to be in the pipeline. So as far as prizes, better prizes, those are monetary prizes. Those are definitely coming. I would more encourage riders to let's work on preparing better. Let's work on developing their skills. Instead of focusing just on winning a prize, let's just enjoy the process.
We have to
and the
say we got
prizes
at least 2
will
races
come.
now, because we have the Rumble in the Tropics, and I know that was a very big cash prize event for something that, our riders were like, many of the time it's like 1/3 of what they receive at that race, they receive that year. So we have to appreciate that. But also, we also have the cross country, which is one of the biggest event, and that's one that the Belizean public basically donate towards, right? So I know last year I think we had $10,000 as the first place. And speaking again to our big corporate sponsor, our platinum sponsor, the minister, through BTB, they want to basically increase that price. I was leak something out the bag right now. I just got today, a jewelry company basically said they want to bring a championship ring, but for Belizeans. So those are things that, you will be doing that properly, sending that out and informing and promoting the company, thanking them. And if you want to know, it's Medina's House of Jewelry, who is giving a ring at the value of $3,500. So, right now we'll be getting in kind, and of course we know when it comes to cross countries, every Belizean, we get the call. Can it be for a Belizean, for the first Belizean that pass station prize mark, or where they want the prize? Again, we've got to say, in our reality, sports should not discriminate, right? We are the hosts. We are Belizean. We say we want to invite people from the region to participate. We cannot discriminate in that regards. And when we offer a prize, also if you're saying it's a Belizean, and sometimes there's a bunch of riders passing a specific station area. So if it's a foreigner there and a bunch of foreigners with one or few or a bunch of them together, the race is so intense we cannot allow us, and the human resource is small. So we cannot allow people to basically, someone to wait there while the race is going. Andrew, you know the intensity, you know the speed of the race, the needs to support the race, and so we cannot have somebody waiting there to see which person. Yeah, especially if they're passing in a bunch, to identify that person. So we appreciate the idea of supporting, but please, we cannot, for the station prizes, we cannot accept those. We don't mind, and we're billing, and that's where we're, you want, you can donate it as part of a finished prize, and based on what you give, we can basically either give more Belizeans prizes, or we build whatever for the first Belizean, and as we go along based on special prizes, you can do for the over 50, over 40. I think I had a couple of people asking me about the last person who finished. Take into consideration, somebody invest their time, invest into it, and you know, we appreciate it that they're able to come and finish in that sense too, no? So.
Leticia, great stuff. Another question I have for you is, looking back at 2024, what has been, you know, your biggest challenge as far as the, you know, General Secretary for CFB and also for the Cycling Federation of Belize, and what would you say probably was one of your biggest success, or something that will be great for cycling in 2025 that you've learned in 2024?
Biggest challenge, I think, having, which we still go through, trying to get the proper sponsorship, trying to get what we want to have an ideal race. That is the biggest challenge. Our fight has to be, the stress for us is basically trying to see how we can have a race that is costing almost $15,000, $16,000 or $18,000, and getting half of that money to have those races. That's challenging, because again, as you say, the riders then come back and why this and why that. That's how we have to try to cut down. I have to say, a reminder to everybody, the support out there, the officials are not being paid to do the work. I'm going to be honest, and I don't need to lie to anyone. The officials, just like what we have, they use their own personal motorbike or the car. They get what is the mileage that government gives, in that regards, to their employees for use of those equipment or their personal. That's nothing. I mean, I'm not saying that nothing. It's enough to basically help them, because if their bike or whatever get damaged, we can't afford to be repairing or replacing.
Just be gas.
And I mean, and human-wise, give them something to get something to eat. They're out there. Andrew, you know what time we go out there? And then by the time we come back after 12, 1 o'clock, somebody have to eat something somewhere, right? So that's what we do. We do not pay anyone. And of course, when we're looking at the integrity of the race, what is needed, that is also a part of it in that sense, no? So finance for that, trying to do that. Everybody complain that, we did this or whatever, but at the end of the day, everything is being done to improve the race, the integrity of the race, no? It's something that we still, and I'm very positive, as I said, where it's been said, remind people that they can now do tax exemption, and hopefully we can get more corporate sponsors, people come. Everybody likes to sponsor the biggest one, the cross country. So, you know, getting people coming. So now we have a big day, so much money, and we can't move it out because it's for that particular event. So we're going to be getting, I mean, we are trying, and we're going to continue to see. Also trying to find financing for people to travel. For me, I find it as a success as well as a challenge, because we want to carry as much, but again, these places, and I perceive this year it was going to be more expensive to travel with all that is going on in the north. All these tariffs and everything, so you know the cost of things are going to go up. So last year we had 5 outings. We had the Pan American Road Championship, we had the Central American Road Championship. We had some kids who went to, for the Pan American game, we had 10 riders go. For the Central, I think we had about another 10 or more riders. For the training at the Satellite Training Center in Trinidad, we had 4 riders. We had 2 juniors and 2 under 23. Then we participated in the Caribbean Junior Championship, and then we did the Elite Junior Championship, right? I mean the Elite Caribbean Championship. So that's 5 events that we basically had persons go out. So I think that is something we need to celebrate, and for getting more exposure for riders, and for us to see where our athletes are in reference to the level. And I guess you guys can see what is happening. Somebody like Derek, who is motivated, He went out earlier this year to the Dominican. His coach invited him, and again his coach invited them to participate. And so at the end of the day, we have 4 Belizean going out to ride along with I think it's a guy from St. Vincent and another person from
An Italian, right?
The Italian? Okay. These are guys that the coach, of course we had 2 persons locally from the J Alliance who was also invited, and they participated. So the 4 are coached by Mr. Ken Gokul. Yeah, so, to see our riders, I think everybody was happy when they see Derek winning a stage, right? So that's what we're supposed to be celebrating, and then encouraging and supporting as they go and participate. I know any of them come and, any of them win over this weekend, everybody will be celebrating. Mm-hmm. That's what we're here to celebrate, the success of our youths. These are guys who are basically putting their energy in their bike rather than being out there creating more problems and things. So,
great, Leticia. And with that being said, what I'd like to do is urge the public, especially corporations in Belize, business owners, to jump on board. Again, this is a very, very hot sport here in Belize. BEL sees the value, and their corporate structure encourages the support of sports and young people. I encourage other corporations, as they work very hard to get their lucrative contracts or whatever they do to drive up their profit margins, to look at cycling and give back freely. There's also a tax incentive for doing that, and we can get you more information on that. But what we're trying to do, obviously the Federation is trying to do is work on a structure to bring these young folks that are going to be participating in these very early races, to bring them all the way through to maturity as an athlete and winning on the national level, local level here, and the international level. That's the goal, and creating some positivity, in our country, some excitement. As we all know, sports is one thing that really unifies a country and brings some real excitement and civic pride, right?
Definitely.
So the more we can do that, and again, cycling, it's a good place to start because it's a really, really hot sport. Thanks to the Cycling Federation of Belize for.
Right now, them breeze blow out there. Breeze are very serious breeze days for this weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when them guys don't ride, they're tired, they go sleep. They're not going out. They go do on the street, right?
Exactly.
That's
Keep them on the bike.
Keep them on the bike. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I just want to say thank you guys for being part of the show. We really appreciate it, and again, big up BL and the Cycling Federation.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
So looking forward to a awesome day on Sunday.
Right. Look forward to a great event, a successful event.
Right.
So Andrew, we only have one more segment left, which would be giveaways, right? Should we invite our guests to be up?
Well, I think we'll eat.
You guys want to hang around for a couple minutes and give away prizes?
no problem.
Perfect. All right, we got some fun questions here tonight. So we'll take a quick break, guys. Again, this break is brought to you by the Andrew Ardonis Bike Shop and 3.14 Pies. We will be right back.
Bike Chat, Oswald Bowman and family present the Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun.
And it's all going down Sunday, April 13th at the Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until.
Baby, me say rock and come in.
Meet your favorite cyclists. Live entertainment from the Super Furia Band.
Hold on.
Along with Doggy King.
She come to tell me. She say me say she say.
And musical niceness from Mr. Frisco and Bigger Ford. There's going to be a kids section with Bouncy Castle and more. Plenty of giveaways throughout the day. Bring out the entire family. Call 611-8294 for food vendor stall availability. Sunday, April 13th, a Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday at the Bird's Isle, starting at 4 p.m. Don't miss it. Bike Chat, Oswald Bowman and family present the Pre-Cross Country Meet and Greet Family Sunday.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun.
And This all going down Sunday, April 13th at the Bird's Isle from 4 p.m. until.
Baby, me say rock and come in.
Meet your favorite cyclists. Live entertainment from the Super Furia Band.
Hold on.
Along with Doggy King.
She come to tell me. She say me say she say.
And musical niceness from Mr. Frisco and Bigger Ford. There's gonna be a kid section with Bouncy Castle and more. Plenty of giveaways throughout the day. Bring out the entire family. Call 611-8294 for food vendor stall availability. Sunday, April 13th, a pre-cross country meet and greet family Sunday at the Bird's Isle, starting at 4 p.m. Don't miss it.
Welcome back, welcome back. This is the giveaway segment.
Yeah.
Yes, and again, Andrew, these questions are brought to you by Mr. Elston Wade Jr. from beautiful Birmingham Landing. Thank you very much, Mr. Wade, for your weekly contribution and some great questions. Leticia has decided to stick around with us, and she will be asking the questions. Question number 1.
Question number 1. Name the 3 cyclists from the Bike Bugs team who have each won the cross-country race. What are gonna win?
They win a
T-shirt?
as a winter shirt.
Yeah, your winner gets an As a Wheel T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
And I know how these 3 people are bringing along with me.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. So name the 3 cyclists from the Bike Bugs team who have each won the cross-country race.
And the melody?
Oh.
We got a winner?
No.
Oh, I have the bell ready. Huh?
Nobody know the answer.
What? No, I take one first, yeah?
Yes, that's correct.
Sure.
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, ring the bell.
That's correct. Yes. Mr. Ruben Martinez, you are the winner of the first prize, the As a Winterns T-shirt.
I think a person got a Bible also in
No, Mr. Ruben used to ride back in the day, so he knows.
Oh,
Mr. Ruben Martinez is the sponsor of the Imani cycling team.
Yeah.
So he's very much
He
involved.
sponsored the young ladies.
Right, and
and thank you, Mr. Martinez.
And he has a
Yes.
huge race coming up, the Mother's Day race, which we'll talk about as well.
Yeah.
But George, just to clarify, the Bible is legal.
No,
The use of the Bible is.
I just was always first together, so I understand.
For question number 2, what are they winning, Andrew?
Number 2, they win a Blown to Smithereens T-shirt. Blown to Smithereens T-shirt. And this is for Mr. Ruben Rock. The first one of Ernest Bike Shop. This one of Mr. Ruben Rock out of Queens, New York.
Okay, question number 2. What was Glenn Gordon's best finish in a cross-country race and what year was it? Tell Mr. Glenn Gordon, employee for years with BEL, by the way.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Yeah, Belize Electricity Board turned BEL. Yeah. And their race used to finish in a truck where the horse truck was full of sand. And then they had to, I could remember seeing Vincent Smith and a few of them who ride through that sand.
Winner?
You can win. Henry, you get a Paula Bona. I hope you get a Paula Bona, your T-shirt.
Big shout out to Henry Linares. He's a multiple show winners.
Yes.
So then last prize, the first person answer the correct answer.
Okay, I see. All right, good. So.
Okay.
And that's what I tell people, and always study cycling because the questions come up anytime.
Okay, name the 4 cyclists who have each finished second in the cross country 4 times. The 4 cyclists who have each finished second in the cross country 4 times.
I don't have the shirt here, but that one shirt, it marks Catalytic Skittles from Miss Rita Thompson. A T-shirt marks Catalytic Skittles, and I have it here tonight. It slipped me left in the next bag, but they will wear a shirt marked Catalytic Skittles, sponsored by Miss Rita Thompson.
Miss Rita, they try call you for some time, but I see them there away, they enjoy a big ship.
And I say they're great, I guess, at the point.
Yes, all right, good. I get to always man make it. So you want to repeat that question there?
Okay, name the 4 cyclists who have each finished second in the cross country four times. So 4 times they came in. There are 4 cyclists who came in second, 4 times.
You
Yeah,
got it
4
right.
times. Okay. Yeah.
4 cyclists that came in second 4 times. That's quite an impressive record, you know.
Name the 4 cyclists.
What is my name? The same one I saw a picture up on the other day, just today.
Me never know this. Me never know this answer, yeah? Seriously, this person have come.
Last one?
Yeah.
Yes, impressive.
Really?
It's impressive. I was talking to Elson about it, and he was kind of surprised, but he did his research. Oh,
Get one of
the
the
Bible.
tradition.
Yeah.
The tradition will tell you the information.
No, I'm pretty confident that.
Yeah.
But he knew your homework because
Yes, I'm pretty
I
confident.
had a question. I said I don't know that, and he said yes, it's there.
Yeah.
So 4 cyclists.
The first one is that had to be quite some years back, right?
Did you guys see that? The guy Ferguson, you said he has a cup from 1929.
Which one is Ferguson?
Ernest Ferguson.
Ernest.
Maybe you guys should invite him to come and bring that cup. I don't know if you want to take it out. From 19, he sent me.
Like a cross country.
Trophy from 1929. His father, his grandfather, his China. Yeah.
Impressive.
We know China, man. I read it.
Yeah. China. Yeah.
That are what the 3rd generation, because remember you have the Ferguson, you have the Miguels, and you have the Williams now. Then a generation of.
I'm sending it to Eugene because I tell him try see if you could put it in the book there too. In the tradition. Let's see if I find it.
So nobody get it yet?
Look at it.
Oh wow.
Look at it, Andrew.
Impressive.
Man, you shine too.
You want to send you a picture? You want to send it and make you send to Jurgen, make you put it up?
Sure.
Name the 4 cyclists who had each finished
And it's
second.
detailed. It's detailed. 1929 is marked. See? 1929.
Fantastic.
And he got the name B1 outright, winning any. I don't have to. 5 consecutive Major Sir John.
Impressive. We'll feature this. We'll feature this before the.
British Honduras Cycling Association.
Yeah.
He takes care of it.
That definitely.
You need to
What
bring him.
China, you have a treasure there, my brother?
Yeah, this is a valuable treasure for true.
And for his grandfather win it. Yeah. Because I remember his dad, Mr. Ferguson, and his brother Benny Ferguson, and the one but Woolburn won.
Okay, guys, name the 4 cyclists who have each finished second in the cross country. 4 times they have done that.
Next question.
You sure that the correct? Because for some reason I think I correct.
Then I try. They have.
Andrew, are you questioning Elston Wade Jr.? I am not.
Yeah, any question else? Really
I am not. So, Elston, Andrew.
You sure, Elston?
Is it possible that they do have other people?
No.
If they could prove it. That's
That's
why I'm going to mention to him one person that I think would have done that already. Because growing up, I remember the names there, Alfred Parks and Vincent Smith, then and then one more person. Were always does come in.
I know they come in second more than once, but 4 times.
Alright, we got this answer.
What say?
The person put is Smith.
No, that's correct.
Yep.
Don't convert it.
Yes. Yeah, but that's correct, yeah.
They got some people that put Vincent.
So,
That's what I told him.
But I remember career come 4 times second.
yes, I know that for sure.
Uh-huh.
I know that for sure. I saw that in the history.
Michael come Michael come second to who?
Mr. Raymond Singh.
Michael,
Where did you get the answer so we can make Andrew comfortable with
because I
this?
kind of shaken up. I mean,
Michael was a dangerous man.
Michael finished second to Smiling. He finished second to
Finished second to your brother,
Bella.
yeah.
Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember that?
The guys right afterwards, like,
Probably Charlie a couple of times. Charlie won 3 times.
Charlie won 3 times. Michael won.
Because you can go into the Tradition magazine if you have those. All those information is right there. They tell you the top 3 right across, and if you go.
Okay. All right, good. Yeah. All right. So let the last question of Pi, and this is from Miss Robin Miller. And there's the you have the answer, right, Georgian? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just got
one next one? Okay.
You're not using Bolito tonight.
Alright, no Bolito? Okay, good. Alright. What place did Keith Enright Jr. place in last year's junior cross country? Place and category.
And then the next one.
And then what year did Keith Enright's dad, Keith Enright Sr. won junior? Oh, what year did Keith's dad, Keith Enright Sr. won junior cross country race?
So that 2-part
That
question.
2-part question.
2-part question, and you'll win a delicious pie.
So that's how much Bible.
The new one coming out.
New ones are coming out.
Yeah.
I think last year one had some lot of mistakes in there.
Okay.
Yeah, some mistakes
Yeah.
in get it in a lot of things wrong.
I have to. Eugene, he does. I just have to ask him to make if
Somebody got the answer, but then I got one of the category name. Should we still give the person because you got a category for the correct part position for one name, but I got the next position, but then I got the category and I got the correct. Should we give that person it? Because
make us say.
Yeah.
Make us say.
But
they said yesterday.
All right. Again, the question: what year did Keith's dad, Keith Enright? Okay. Senior one. Okay. So one.
He fixed it, but somebody else somebody put the after that. I mean, somebody put the category after that before me. So I know that's why I said, to me, it still could go because the next category only by junior. You know what I mean? But like, all right, then I got first
youth.
So I don't know.
Third.
the answer correct because I need look at the answer yet. So.
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, so is that correct?
Yeah.
Ahmad Cherita is the winner.
Fantastic.
of
Ahmad
the
Cherita. Another multiple prize winner.
Yep.
Week in and week out.
I wanted to pick for Sunday. I understand he's one of the
in youth.
Yeah, but I tell you something.
But he ride very good for a youth. He's still a youth.
Still a youth.
But I don't know. I just say auction and destruction panel starting list. I say Kevin Ross, the better hang on, Kevin Ross, they come.
And it'll bring somebody with
And
them.
bring something by that. So on a handful, we might have to team up together and try.
Team up as Belize.
As Belize, because Kevin Ross is nothing to play with. I saw the young man and he's definitely in awesome shape. So we got trouble for my hand Sunday, guys. So we have this one and we have that. And I think the 2 young riders need to pay attention because, like we said, they can make history this year by 2 riders, young Keith Enright Jr. and young Jamal Tablada Jr. Both their dad won the junior cross country. So if any one of them win, they will make history to become the first father and son duo to win the junior cross country.
Okay.
But we want to thank each and everyone who took part in the prize giving. Everybody give prize. Thank you guys. Always a fun segment. So as we come to the end, we'll give you. We never did no prediction, but I think we run out of time.
I could. I guess you want to do a quick prediction? Go ahead. I know.
Do you want to do a quick prediction?
You're more familiar with the junior category, so I'll rely on your expertise.
Well, to be honest, it's a tough decision, but my number 1 pick would have been Keith Enright Jr., right? I never know which finals will come, but if I have to pick on top 5, I would have, like I said, Keith, Ahmad Cherrington, David Major, the young man, Jahim Lewis, and now I have to. I had a young man, Taman Morris from Riga, Riga, but
You
I have
have
to go to a
two new, you know, you have two new youths or junior
juniors. I
riders.
know we have
Perfeet
Perfeet and we
and
have Kid in Sutherland.
Sutherland,
But they have to
yeah.
pay the dues regardless of what they will have to pay the dues.
They can just come, but then I think they're at the age where they are transition soon too.
Yeah, they can't come
So-
bully. Nothing they could come and bully. We know
Okay.
them. I know them. Tony dad. They just can't come bully them. We when a young boy want listen.
Yeah, I think Sutherland tried to do the Rumble in the Tropics,
Yes, he
and
did that
yeah,
song,
and
yeah.
he
Yes.
came out at mile 18. And
Yes,
you know, there was a prize there just in case
Yes, he
because
completed it.
yeah, so yeah, but we're preparing for the cross countries. We start this weekend with the junior. Next we have the women. We keep hearing we'll get information. I think we only have one so far, one foreign rider. We keep hearing from Guatemala they'll be sending, and just yesterday they finalized their team. So hopefully we have 3 more from that was like supposed to be 3, 3, and 3 for the 3 junior, 3 women, and 3 elite.
Okay.
Yeah. For the women, we have a young lady from California, from Major Motion, that will be coming in. And that's my name, I can't remember. And we have the big elite. Please feel free if you want to support to call or message me, WhatsApp. I would appreciate that more. Tomorrow I'm gonna be busy for my work itself, so I cannot be. But I can always check my WhatsApp and respond in that regards. No. We have the form. I think I shared the form with Andrew, and I also can forward the form to you. We also use a Google link, which is much easier, make it easier for us to get the information than using the form and having to redo all the work. So the Google form for me is a very easy way for me to keep track, and that's your information you put there. You just need to upload with the form the confirmation of your deposit. So everything can be done where with time with the age. Everything can be done online quickly. You make a deposit, then from there you take a screenshot or take a copy and you upload it in a Google link. Put in exactly what you want to do, where, how much, and how you want it to be seen, if it's here for in memory of whatever, whoever from your family that you want to give that respect and honor to in that regard. So the form is there as well. I can forward that, either of that, and for you to contribute towards the station prize. Again, please note we cannot entertain because of the lack of human resource to manage the race, to have a special Belizean here or a Belizean there out on the road. The race is moving so fast, and if we have good competition, it will be very very difficult for us to do, no?
No, Belizean first prize.
Yeah. Let me quick
Yeah.
question as well, Leticia. As far as the elite cross country that's coming up, do we have any ideas as how many foreigners are going to be participating there, or how many invites have been sent out or requested? Do you have an idea so you guys can?
We have had, I just have to verify what was the percentage. I think when we had a meeting, we had discussed that percentage, and we agreed, I'm not so sure if it was 15 or 25%, something like that. As soon as I confirm that, then I could tell you basically where we will lock off, because I think we had up until the end of the month to receive, and then from there we basically complete the task. Some people have already been getting because of we're trying to make sure we fit. Note what we have there, we have to take into consideration our border tongue who normally come at the last minute and say we're going to be riding. So we have to still make a provisions for that.
Are they in that allowed percentage? The border towns,
Yes.
they're considered in that as well?
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that you have more invites
We
or
have more
interest? Right now you have more
yes,
interest
we have a
than
lot
you
of
will,
interest,
than
yeah.
you will allow.
That will allow, exactly.
Excellent. And when that decision will be made?
I think by the end of this week we should have that information.
Okay, fantastic.
Some persons, as I said, based on where they're coming from or whatever, have already been.
Right.
Yeah.
So you think by the end of this week perhaps you'll get that out?
I have
to
a
the-
list of who have been invited to the event.
Excellent.
I'll have that list out by this weekend.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And, thank you very much for your time, Leticia. Thank you for representing the Cycling Federation of Belize very well. I know you work very, very hard, diligently in bringing the information to us. There are some challenges that you guys are working through. As the Wheels Turn is a big supporter of CFB and the current organization, current leadership. We are here to disseminate good information to the public, right? We also want the public to have a great relationship with CFB. I think if we do that, I think the cycling will work better in Belize. So we are committed to doing that, and that is why it's so important to have an open invitation to CFB and all the members, the General Secretary, of course, but the President and whoever else have the time to come on and let's make this a kind of a normal event. That way you're building that reputation with our viewers who are huge cycling fans, getting that information out to the public out there, to the corporations out there. Like you said, one of the biggest challenges for last year was around financing and sponsorship. These races are very expensive. We know that. So, I urge you to come in, as frequently as you need to be in front of these races, so we can help you with that initiative and to make sure that your job's a little bit easier and the races are a little bit more exciting. But again, thank you very much.
I think the races are always exciting. In that reality, they're always exciting. I mean, the riders go out there to do their best and bring it to everybody, So we hope that we can continue to work on improving. Nobody's perfect, and we will always try to improve. That's our goal, or that's my personal motto in that regards, to improve the sport of cycling in Belize. I think in terms of the president, if you recall, his thing is about someone being at the Tour de France, Belizean riding in the Tour de France. I want to get somebody really winning at the Olympics. That's my one, and we're on the first year of what we call this Olympic quadrennial. So we have later in this year, there's several competition going on that will be happening. We have the Central American Games, and also I think earlier, either at the end or earlier, we'll have the Pan American Games in that regards. And each year there will be a game leading up to the big Olympics. If everything continues, I guess it will be in the US, LA, the Olympics, which would, if we can get riders who can improve, it should be much easier, because we could look at the diaspora to host our athletes to go and to participate in the event.
Certainly.
But no, we want to qualify we have to qualify for those, right? So.
Thank you again for dropping in, and we appreciate that.
Thank you. I have some long days, so believe me, every night I get late, they try to make sure I get the information and work on what I need to work on. So that's how it goes.
Your closing words?
Yes, once again, thank you, viewers. Thank you to public for joining us for the 175th edition of As the Wheels Turn. Thank you to our technical crew, George, Lex, and the entire team behind you guys. Thank you very much. Without the viewers, we don't have a show. Hopefully we have done our due diligence in providing you with some value tonight. We had some exciting guests. We'd like to thank the guests for making the time to come on the show tonight. Mr. Steven Cabral, our three-peat winner for the week. Also, Mr. Khalil Enriquez from BEL, and thanks to BEL and their commitment to cycling and commitment to young people in being the title sponsor for this amazing, which is going to be a historic event on Sunday with the aerial coverage by this drone. I love hearing that. So thank you, BEL. We encourage other corporations to get on board with the Cycling Federation of Belize, and also As the Wheels Turn, so we can promote your business and you can help in promoting cycling and a healthy lifestyle for young people. We'd also like to thank the Cycling Federation for making the General Secretary, Ms. Leticia Westby, available for us tonight. I think she definitely answered some tough questions. Thank you for your time. Again, As the Wheels Turn is definitely a friendly place for you guys to come on whenever you like to. Andrew and myself, we are fairly easy to talk to in person, so we always welcome you. So thank you again for your commitment. I know you're super busy with your normal work. You're always traveling. You have a lot to do, but believe me, we think it's very important that you be a part of this show because there's so much passion here for cycling. Thank you tonight. Wish you all the success in your role as secretary and also with this upcoming event on Sunday. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you too.
My closing word, I'm hungry, so I want to thank you, the fans who tune in every week, all the guests on the show, all the winners. Tell fans to come out Sunday to witness the event, and remember Saturday morning, anybody want to join the ride for Mr. Banks and the two Banks, Kadim, Wilbert, and Edison Usher, 6 o'clock by the Urgence Bike Shop, and we put up the road. So see you Saturday morning.
One more interjection, if I can. Remember the big event coming up on August 13th, which is I'm sorry, not August, but April 13th.
Okay.
Birds Isle.
Oh yes. We shared it between it.
We did share it in the commercial. But I just
After
wanted
you
to-
guys watch the women cross country, you can go to Birdsdale. Please make sure everybody come and watch the women cross
Absolutely.
country.
Yes,
then
yes.
you can go.
Yes.
So it's the meet and greet again, hosted by
Yeah.
Mr. Aswell Bowman. I think that's a big event, big deal again. Our own kids. So put that on your calendar, guys. And one more thing, Andrew, before we leave, is that I wanted to again thank my 94-year-old young father, Mr. Elston Wade Sr., for joining us tonight virtually.
Yes, continue to send my my thank you, of course, to Georgian in the background there. His beautiful wife outside.
And his kids.
Miss Rochelle and the two Roxanne and Destruction, my little outside in Captain, and my immediate family. So, with that said, we are out. Have a blessed and safe night.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn.